What's up, mother truckers? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 1 and 2, The North Remembers, and...
The Nightlands.
The Nightlands. I just literally said that 30 seconds ago. Already forgot.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So before we get into the podcast, we actually have a little story. Do you want to start it off a little bit, Nikki?
Oh, yeah, you remember when you texted me a couple hours ago that, hey, I think Angel got hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's Facebook page got
She
hacked.
came home and she goes, someone hacked my Facebook. I was like, yeah, Hess texted me. I was going to tell you. But I was playing Madden, so I couldn't get interrupted. Plus, I mean, who the fuck uses their goddamn messenger?
Yeah.
I hate their messenger.
Right.
So, I guess this thing messaged like a bunch of her friends.
Yeah, I got texts from Willow and a couple other people like, hey, just so you know, your mom's Facebook account might be hacked. And I was like, oh, really? No one's told me that.
Well, and
like, what am I going to do? Why are you telling me? Why don't you go tell her?
well, I think they were texting her, but then, like I told you, she was at work. So,
Right.
Like, and who cares? It's not my Facebook.
Yeah.
So, we just got done watching Big Brother.
Yeah.
Hey, they put up Scotty. So, I'm still surprised about that. So then, Jerome's like, oh, I have 2 conversations with her. Because one, she's one of the few people that messages using that thing. And then, this other person who, I guess, created another account messaged you. And he's like, I'll try and call him. So he calls that.
I called, and I hear a little tiny voice, and I'm like...
Like a midget?
Maybe. I couldn't see the guy. So I hear a little voice, and I was like, what? Hello? And then I hung up or hung up. I don't remember. So then I hit the FaceTime one. Like the video message, and then it's poof. All of a sudden, it's like I'm talking to a villain in a fucking superhero movie.
Yeah,
it's a black room, but I just see the outline of a fucking person just sitting there, and like their camera's not moving. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like a hostage video. They're gonna have my mom's head somehow, even though she's sitting over there. It was weird.
Which is funny because he was really calm about it. He's like, and I don't even remember what you said.
Yeah, I was like, hello, and they go, hi. And I was like, do you know that you're logged into my mom's Facebook right now?
Oh, yeah, that's what you said.
And they go,
and then
the person goes, I am. And all of a sudden, my mom jumps out of her seat from across the room, runs over me, goes, because it says that she's in Nigeria from that account. How's Nigeria, bitch? Get the fuck off my account. And the person hangs up on me and then blocks me.
Immediately blocks him.
So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to get to the bottom of this at all.
And I go, what? Calm down. Like, he was, like, being all calm and shit, like, figuring out who it is.
I just be like, hey, can you just log out? And then...
To be fair, I don't know where the hell you were going with that.
I was going to ask them to log out. But I didn't get a chance.
Could you do me a favor? That account that you just duplicated, can you log out of that for me?
I mean, clearly, it was just a bored little Nigerian boy.
Don't call me clearly.
It was weird because, like, I she's never messaged me. And it was...
I'm kind of surprised.
It just said, do you want to accept a request from Angela King? And I had the picture of Joey and everything. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, and I couldn't see the messages. So, and I knew she didn't have my phone number. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe maybe there's like a surprise party or some bullshit. I don't fucking know.
Right.
So I accepted it, and then it just says, hello, how are you, Josh? And
For mine, it was like, hello, hi, Jerome King. And I was like, oh, fuck you, that's not my mom.
Would you like to play a game?
I know. It was weird.
So then, like, up in the top right corner, it said, this account was just created using a Nigerian phone number.
Yeah.
And it says it's a different account from the Angela King that you're friends with or whatever.
Facebook is going, hey, motherfucker.
This isn't real. Get out of here.
So that's why I just screenshotted it and sent it to you because I'm like, I don't know.
Which, by the way, when I text you back, got scored on by like an 80-yard touchdown on Odell Beckham Jr. I'm like,
lovely.
Fuck.
Yeah. Lovely.
That's funny. But yeah, that was our little story. And I do also want to mention anybody that cares.
Maybe you could put the phone number up and then everybody can just call if they want.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny. Maybe.
Yeah, right here. Bam.
But anybody that cares, we made a completely separate YouTube account called Random Ramblings Highlights, where I've been editing together little highlights from the podcast. You know, people don't want to listen to the whole thing because maybe we get boring. I don't know. So if you want to go check that out, I will put the link in the description or at the little end card. You can just click on it and go straight to the account. But I think the videos are kind of fun. They're kind of like 3 to 5 minute videos of like highlight random things. Hess might talk about his butthole, and I'm like, ooh, put that in there.
Yeah.
Who knows? And I try to make the thumbnails all weird too, like cut out our heads and put it on shit.
Talked about my butthole.
I may have talked about his butthole a little bit in one of the videos. But all right, so let's...
You encourage him.
Yeah, he definitely does. Let's get
Well,
right
he's the
into
one
Game
that
of
said he would
Thrones.
eat a chocolate fucking butthole,
Oh,
chocolate piece of
it's
my
just
butthole.
chocolate. Come on.
Yeah.
But let's get into Game of Thrones. Nick, lead us off. Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 1.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Well, all right, folks. See you guys next week for it.
No,
All right,
I'm
sweet.
glad we're on season 2.
Me too.
Yes.
I don't remember this.
Yes.
Like, I remember the ending shit of Season 2. I don't remember the beginning shit. There was 2 points in this where I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't remember, but then when I saw, I was like,
A lot of fucking baby killing.
Yeah. Both.
Definitely more than I remembered.
Both.
A lot of fucking and baby
So
killing.
it starts out Joffrey's like they call it his name day, his birthday.
Yeah.
naming day or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one dude stumbles up all drunk, and then
Yeah, so
Sansa saves
Sir
him.
Dantos is his name. He's kind of important later.
I remembered him. I don't remember anything he does, but I saw him and I was like, oh, he looks definitely familiar.
The drunk guy?
Yeah, and then like he's all drunk and he's like, "Oh, have you been drinking? Here, have some more wine."
Yeah.
And then her and
shoves.
what? Go ahead.
I was just saying, he just shoves the bullhorn in his throat and starts dumping like a 10-gallon gasket of
You know, when he started doing
wine.
that, I don't know why. The first thing popped in my head was, oh, he got iced. And he's just chugging down all the wine.
Wow.
Almost.
He got wined.
Yeah.
And then Sansa and the Hound kind of like trick Joffrey into thinking it's bad luck, so then they save him.
Yeah.
And make him so that she saves that guy alive.
Which is, that's like the
Yeah.
only scene Sansa's in these 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I don't remember her in it
I
at
think
all
so.
after that.
I think so. Which is fine because she's having a shitty life right now.
Yeah, she's not fun with her shitty life. When things start getting better for her, that's when I like her more.
Yeah, and then Tyrion shows up and kind of goes, "Hey, by the way, I'm Hand."
Yeah.
You know, which he's like, "What?"
Very subtle.
Yeah,
It's not this episode. I think it's the second episode. There's a scene with him and Cersei that I really like about him, like talking about being the Hand and all that.
oh yeah,
I thought that was a really good scene.
yeah. And then they just immediately have a small council meeting.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much where doesn't he break it to all of them that he is the Hand and like
I think so. I think that's the scene.
you know, it's kind of cool seeing him. He's very high and mighty right now.
Yeah. He's
You
very
know.
kind of full of himself and he's like confident.
Yeah, which is cool to see because like you
Yeah.
get the feeling he hasn't been this way before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, this is when I really like Tyrion. Like when I think of season 2.
Yeah, I think it is because of this, and then even like what happens later on
Yeah.
makes you like him more.
But-
I like too. It was actually go back to the name day or whatever when he shows up there and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss." And
Oh yeah.
and then Joffrey's like, "Sorry for her loss. Her father was a traitor." And then
it's the worst Joffrey.
He's a gay British man.
maybe, but he's like, "It's still her father. You should know they're just losing your father." And she's kind of like, "No, my father was a traitor." But in her eyes, she's like, "Oh, thank you."
Wow.
But I like that.
Yeah, she is like just saying what she's supposed to say too. Like it's almost like she's brainwashed, but she doesn't.
She's
believe
terrified.
It, but she doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then Bran had a little dream that confused the shit out of Jerome.
It did. That scene started, and it's like the wolf running through it. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then all of a sudden it looks in the water, and it's a wolf or a dire wolf, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's Bran doing his shit. Okay. I was like, are we seeing White Walkers again? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it kind of threw me for a second too, and then I was like, oh yeah, okay, he's working right now, and then
I completely forgot about all that.
He's what? What do they call it?
warging.
Warging?
Yeah, like
He's been
W-A-R-G.
working on the railroad.
not working.
For whatever reason, I thought it was called porging.
Porging?
No, that's when you have sex with a porg.
Oh my god! Wow.
From Star Wars.
Yeah.
He's like just made himself giggle. Look at him. We've lost Jerome for a couple of minutes now. Jerome made it a little funny.
I just imagined old Luke Skywalker getting bored up on his island.
You're just so goddamn punny. It's not even funny.
I pictured you fucking the porg. I got to be honest.
I'd fuck a porg.
I know.
Now who's dirty pork fucker?
Wow.
Dude, I've been saving this Reese's Pieces trail mix.
For what?
For the podcast?
Yeah.
No,
Hopefully not.
I was like, for what reason?
I bought it in Wisconsin to like eat on the plane ride back, but I didn't eat it. So.
You're like, this plane ride isn't good enough for this
No.
snack.
What was that?
She literally said, "Should I let them go outside?" And I was like, probably not. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're like the plane ride we took home. Like it was a new one, so it was like really nice. It had like the TVs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the shitty thing is I didn't like with these headphones. I didn't bring my cord, so it had like the plug in. So like plug in, but I didn't have it, and they don't connect Bluetooth.
Yeah.
But it was gonna cost $10 to rent or to buy like their little piece of shit headphones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started watching Super Troopers 2 and I just had on subtitles.
So you read Super Troopers 2, you didn't watch it?
I only read about fucking 10, 15, 20 minutes of it, and I was like, yeah, this isn't working.
That's a
But
horrible.
it was free though, so I was like, dude, fuck if I just had headphones and I didn't want to pay $10 for a fucking headset.
I get that. For like the little bit of time you're on there too.
Right.
Like yeah, I mean if it was like a flight to London or something, then sure, but
Okay, I gotta go stop. You
Yeah.
can keep talking.
that's actually perfect actually.
You don't usually use the cord, huh?
No, I always just because I mean I connect Bluetooth. I know you get longer time with like the cord or whatever, but I never use the cord.
Yeah, but did you think the cord was gonna did you think the Bluetooth was gonna connect on the plane?
No, I didn't necessarily think it, because like the plane ride there, we didn't even. It was an older plane, so we didn't even have TVs or anything.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I like whenever I like go somewhere, as long as I'm not like moving around too much, I just use like these kind of things.
Yeah.
I don't bring that fucking because
Well, that's the problem. Like I had those, but I didn't. It's just a regular headphone jack. It's not the fucking Apple jack or whatever.
Oh yeah, is it Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that was
Yeah.
a Jerome joke.
All right, so should we get back into Game of Thrones after that one?
Yeah. All right,
Maybe.
so we got Bran and Hodor and Osha. I think that's her name.
Is that her name?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's Osha.
They see a comet and they discuss. Like,
Oh
what that
yeah,
means.
yeah. Because he saw.
Well-
didn't he see it a little bit
he
as
saw
a direwolf?
He saw it when he was a wolf. Yeah, while he was
Okay.
a direwolf.
Yeah, and then she saw it too.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
everybody in the whole fucking world saw it.
Yeah, because right after
Yeah.
that, doesn't it cut to Daenerys and she can kind of see it?
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. They kind of use that comment to show where everybody is starting off on season 2.
Yeah.
They'll go to each scene and then they'll here's the comment.
That's kind of
and
what
then-
all of the first episode was checking
yeah.
up
It
with
wasn't
everybody.
really until the end. It wasn't really that great of an episode. I mean, it wasn't
I get
bad
that,
or
yeah.
anything, but it was like you had
It was-
to get back in.
It would be cool if we really did miss like a year
yeah
and going back into it.
yeah.
But it being like a week later, you're
I
just
have
like
to move this bag.
This is a clusterfuck.
you're just like I don't care. Come on, get to the good stuff. Get to the baby killing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
I
it's-
had to move the bag. We had a salad for dinner, and all I could smell was the dressing. So sorry.
I know it was getting to me too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you to move it earlier, but I didn't want to bother you.
Appreciate that. Thank you for being kind and
Yeah.
yeah.
That was just a salad bag.
Yeah, well, it was from not Olive Garden,
Salad Garden.
Oregano's. Sorry. Yeah. And all I could smell was Chipotle Ranch. It was just like fucking kicking me right in my nose.
That's so funny. It just sounded like you grabbed like 4,000 pieces of paper. Is all. It's like. So yeah, it goes to Daenerys. They're not having a good time.
Yeah. I don't think they're having a good time episode 2 either. They're kind of just sitting around.
Yeah,
I mean-
this is where her shit gets fucking boring as fuck to me.
Yeah.
I could see
Well,
that.
and like they all look horrible. Like her but then Sylvester Mormont. What is it? Joseph Mormont.
I thought he was gonna say Sylvester Stallone.
Jorah.
Jorah.
Sylvester.
I don't know why.
Sylvester Moore.
He's getting Westworld mixed up with Felix Mormont.
Like he,
Didn't
I know. Like he didn't look nearly as bad as like her. Like her lips looked like they were.
Yeah, they need some Carmex.
Yeah,
Made out of
someone should
stone
give him a
and,
little
like-
airdrop of Carmex in it and shit.
And I'm like he walks up and I'm like, he doesn't look half fucking bad. Like what the
It's
fuck?
like
is
I'd fuck
deal?
this guy.
He's a desert dweller. Did you watch this with your girlfriend?
Yes, we did.
Did she have to look away when the horse died?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
there
because
wasn't,
it caught her by
there was-
surprise.
There was no blood. Or
Did she
anything.
look away when the baby got stabbed and then the little boy got drowned?
Well, we were getting to that.
Did
No.
No, she didn't look. Wow, she can see that, but she can't see a fucking horse
She
get
didn't.
skinned.
She didn't. Yeah,
She's like, fuck babies.
Yeah, fuck babies.
Pretty much.
Wow, what a heartless.
Should have heard her on the plane when there was a baby on the plane.
She wanted to fuck it.
No, she didn't want to fuck it. She wanted to kill it.
Well, he's like,
Wow.
he's going to start calling her Janice Slint.
Yeah.
Who's that? It was
The guy
that a woman
stabbed
that.
the baby.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow.
Sorry.
And then the comic goes to the fucking wall. And they're not the wall, but they're past the wall, so they're that Craster's place.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
smelling.
that fucking weirdo fucker.
That's pretty much, you probably nailed it right on the head right there. Just wives and sisters and wives and wives and
Gives
then
the babies to the White Walkers.
and Jon Snow's like, well, what do you do with the boys? And everyone's like, huh, never thought of that.
I wonder what. I wonder what to do.
What's going on?
I bet we'll find out the next episode.
Yeah, you think?
I forgot
Possibly.
that happened so soon. I thought that was more of like a season 3 thing that happened. But then I called you the night I was watching the first one. You mentioned it, and I was like, oh wow, like I didn't know that was gonna happen so early.
Well, they all left for like last season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd be pretty boring just traipsing through the snow. They already got some
You never know.
traipsing through
It
the
is-
desert.
Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings kind of do that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. So then he gives us the first inkling that like the wildlings are like, they talk about how they've all abandoned their fucking camps and shit, and now they're joining up with Mance Rayder to like, he's the king beyond the wall and he's gonna attack the wall and all this stuff. That goes on for a long time, but
I find the things with what are they called again? The wildlings.
yeah,
Sometimes it's really really interesting, and sometimes it's really boring out there. I feel like.
it can be because like nothing can happen for a while.
Yeah, but then
I
everyone.
think you just
Then what?
keep going.
I'd say, but,
No,
and
keep
then
going.
all of a sudden it'll just get real interesting. Like I'll really be into it, and then it'll be an episode like where just nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think you just summed up our podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be really really interesting.
And then
Sometimes
sometimes there's dogs barking.
Really really boring.
Wow.
You know.
That's kind of fucked up.
Well, you know. What are we gonna do to get to 800? We have to get to 800.
Yeah,
I was talking to
we're
Jerome
one
about
away from 800.
You could flash your
Oh,
penis.
I didn't see.
Yeah, we're one away now. So if one person watching this, if you're not subscribed to Pleeka, if you subscribe, you'll be the 800th subscriber, and Hess will personally send you a picture of his nutsack.
Wow.
Who's gonna take that picture?
I will. I'll go to your house. I'll frame it up real
'Cause-
nice. It'll be a
'cause I have
it'll be a
to-
Polaroid, so it'll be like nice and vintage.
Unfortunately, because of that, now like 5 other people just left, so
Yeah,
now we're
probably.
at 795.
Yeah, but maybe we gained 6 now. And
But when I
they're
picked
all a
Jerome
fan of
up-
Hess's balls.
But when I picked Jerome up, I was talking to him about that. I'm like, dude, we've been just straddling like 793 to 796 for like 3 weeks.
So let me get this straight. You picked
What?
Jerome up, and then you guys were straddling stuff. I don't know.
He wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to
pretty much.
mention that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I forget. I said something to him while you were gone.
I know. We're trying to talk, and he's like digging in a bag. You eating more salad or
I'm not
something?
doing anything.
You were digging in a bag. I can hear it in
All
my
I have is
ears.
a bottle of water.
Oh, that was you opening your water?
That's all I have is a bottle of water. I swear to God. And then this is over here.
I don't know
But I
what
mean,
that
I-
noise was, but I heard
Yeah.
like a bag or something being opened or water.
We can hear it, everything.
I swear, all I have is. You think is it that?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it might have been that.
Like,
Could you
'cause
stop
it's
doing
real. It's like a real flimsy.
Wait, can you do that again so I could Photoshop something else in your hand?
This could be the worst podcast we've ever done.
Oh my goodness.
And that's saying something.
Sorry, I feel like we say that every time though.
yeah.
Maybe they're getting worse.
I'm gonna leave the top off. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
At least he's not using his little like.
What?
your little.
Oh,
I don't know what it's called. His
I don't know what
thermos.
that is.
I don't know. His thing that keeps his water nice and cold that he opens up every podcast.
Your little.
Oh,
foot-
my Yeti. My Yeti.
Yeti, yeah.
Yeah. His
I
Yeti.
thought it sounded like I was like a DJ or something.
you
Yeah,
seem
you,
like
you
it
should
when
be
you-
on this side.
when you're opening
The way
it.
the
Yeah.
way you were. At first, I thought you were talking about my ASMR stuff.
Did you get that tweet I sent you?
I did. I haven't watched it yet. I meant to watch it, and then
It's not that
started
funny, but it's
watching
like the only thing I've ever seen with it. And I was like, oh yeah, this is talks about fucking combing his pubes.
shit.
Oh, so it sounds like Hess.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't watch it either?
No, I was gonna, but I was watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you're both gonna, huh? Fuck both of you.
So where are we?
All you did today was play Madden, so.
He watched Game of Thrones for the second time at the gym.
Yeah, I watched Game of Thrones. I prepared for this podcast. Took
Well, that's
notes.
good, so did I. I took notes too.
I played a little Madden today. Fuck off. So it goes to Dragonstone. First time we've seen Dragonstone. Anybody know where that is?
Right next to the
Shut the fuck
Dragon River.
up. And then
I know. I recognized it because I've seen it later on in the show.
That's good. So we meet Melisandre, Stannis, and Davos.
Yeah.
Some other people that we
Yep.
haven't seen before. They've talked about Stannis.
Does he know
What's
about
the old guy's name? He's got the big chops. What's his name?
The guy that's with them
Yeah,
that
he's
tries
like,
to
he's
poison
like,
her.
Yeah.
Master Crescent or something.
Oh, okay.
Does he know about
Sex?
Melisandre?
No, what about her?
You know, the
Earmuffs.
her being an old lady.
No, how the fuck would he know?
I wasn't sure when that happened. I thought I was new,
You're good.
but you're good. You're good.
That was for you. See?
Oh yeah, see, got it.
I can't wait till we get
I wanted
past
to-
season 4.
I wanted to bring up something so then
He can shit his pants like when we watch something.
they'd be like, "Well, I didn't expect Jon Snow to pull out his cock and it be 8 inches. What the fuck?"
Really?
Spoiler. Sorry, that happens.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's all good. I don't like that redheaded bitch.
I like her.
I do too, especially because
Really?
I've seen there's like skits she's done with Seth Meyers.
Yeah, she's on Seth
That I-
Meyers all the time.
I
So I,
really
like
like.
the actress is cool, so I just like her.
Yeah, I get that.
I got you.
Plus, she's hot.
Stannis is kind of a dick too.
He's a
But
dick.
I like it. I like it because he like calls it how it is. Like
Yeah.
like when
I've
he's
said
writing
this
that
before.
letter. Like when he was writing when that. He
Oh,
has, like, a
I really
square,
like that
Yeah.
scene.
I was fucking dying. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, call him the Kingslayer. That's what he is.
Oh wait, no,
Sir
Sir.
It's like, well, why didn't you say that the first time, fucker?
Yeah.
He's a likable dick.
We shouldn't say lickable.
I'm not talking about Jon Snow.
There's people that are really into Game of Thrones that were rooting for Stannis that I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, and weren't too happy with things that happen, stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're about.
But yeah, so
I think I'm just gonna keep watching. I'm just gonna power through.
no, you're not. Who are
Yeah.
you kidding?
Yeah, I know. Have you watched Saul yet?
No, I haven't watched Saul
Yeah.
yet.
That was his little jab at you. That was
Well, I knew we weren't doing it tonight, and we're not doing it tomorrow night, and we're not doing it Tuesday night. So,
Wait, he's gonna come over here late.
I think we
Monday
might do it
night,
tomorrow night.
so we could do it. He's gonna have to come over here.
like just you guys
We're gonna have to.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, or you could
wake
FaceTime
up
us
at
at,
like
like
what 11 o'clock?
at night. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking sleepy
Yeah.
guy.
Probably not.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
You're talking about people not liking Stannis, or people liking Stannis, and then you're going.
I like Stannis, but only to a degree. Like he's
No, I
not-
get that. Yeah, like I like him, but like I never once want him to win.
Like I think he deserves to be king in their little stupid world.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's times where, and then this thing make me sound real stupid, but where I kind of forget that he was like the brother.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like you see it me forgetting or me being stupid.
You being stupid.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
fuck you. Move on then.
Well, because so like Renly has it. Like he's like I'm king now. Why is he king? He's got no just because people like him. He's king. That's not the
Because
way
he's
it works.
dating Iron Fist.
Yeah, it's past Hess's bedtime. Jesus, the eyes are all watery. But Stannis is the heir because Joffrey is not a Baratheon. He's
Yeah,
a-
I liked it.
I
Everyone
almost called him a Cersei.
well, kind of.
Yeah.
But everybody keeps bringing up that I like, and they're almost everyone's kind of like, well, you know, people are saying this,
Yeah.
but basically like, yeah, we know it. We're just saying it this way so we don't fucking get beheaded again.
Right. And I could see if like Rob, all right, we're gonna succeed and or whatever.
Mhm.
But whatever. I mean, in their stupid little world, I think Stannis should be king. But then but then he doesn't think Rob should be, and he
But
doesn't
then
think
really, shouldn't Daenerys?
technically,
if you,
yeah.
If you get realistic, with
Except
that?
they don't let girls be king, so then that shoots her out the window.
Yeah, I guess.
Shoots her out the window. Is
Yeah.
that a saying? Because I don't think it is.
I don't think it is, but it is now.
All right. So
Sounds like
then
a T-shirt.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it because he always calls
shoot her
me
out the window.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Have a little like Daenerys flying out the window with a little dragon on her shoulder.
I thought it was pretty cool when Rob visits Jamie in the cell in that little.
Oh, and scares the shit out of him with his dire wolf.
Like he was like talking shit to him, and then he's like, "No, I'm gonna bring you along, and then I'll see you later." And talk to my dire wolf.
Do you think he thought he was gonna die when the wolf snapped at him, or do you think he was like, "Oh, it's just gonna bite my face"?
No, I don't think. I think he didn't know what to think because he just left him with a wild animal in his. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, because the way he like flinched, I thought like, oh, maybe he thought he might die.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's just natural reaction too.
Yeah, he was scared shitless.
Well, yeah, he has no hands. His hands are like tied behind his back.
I was like, he's got hands.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember him getting his hands cut off.
His feet were probably shackled, so he couldn't move. All he could do was turn his head.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's like up against that pole.
He could have leaned forward and bit the dire wolf on the nose.
So
Less in the blood.
we're coming towards the end of the episode. I will have to say, towards the end, there was for a split second where I was like, "All right, Cersei."
Oh, when she fucking slapped the shit out of
Yeah.
Joffrey. He's like, oh, something about that'll put you on death row.
Didn't he go?
No,
first?
it's like, yeah, I did have a little bitch cry.
He's gonna make records with Dr. Dre.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Is that what you said?
I said
Death Row?
Death Row Records, yeah, that's where it came from. I don't know the exact terminology, but he's like,
I think he said that's punishable by death.
punishable by death.
Or you're gonna be on
Have
death row, Shug.
Speaking of death row, have you seen the show on Netflix, I Am a Killer?
No.
I watched the first episode and half the second.
That shit's pretty fucking creepy.
It's a little intense.
Jerome
Like
got
that
scared and
guy-
turned it off.
I watched the trailer for it, and I was a little scared.
The dude is fucking creepy in that first episode.
Yeah.
Like,
And then he's like,
he
"Yeah, I'm
looks
just gonna shank my roommate, you know, because I could take him. I know that." And then they'll put me on death
yeah,
row.
he's like, oh, I just wanted to go to death row, so I just killed my roommate.
Yeah,
So he likes Suge Knight too?
probably. He's probably a big fan of Suge Knight, to be honest. Oh, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I thought my mic wasn't going, and I was real scared. Sorry.
Which scared you most, that or the trailer to I'm a Killer?
Kind of like when you were watching I'm a Killer.
Yeah. No, I was watching that with Taylor, and it was weird. We had totally opposite reactions. Taylor was like, "This looks like a fucking awesome show," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because the guy's like, "Yeah," so I just stabbed him, and I stabbed him again, and then the guy was dead. So whatever.
Yeah, Taylor has a little evil streak in her.
Like if it's like if it's a real TV show, that shit doesn't bother me. But like I know that person really fucking stabbed a person in real life, and like had a big old grin and all this
Well,
shit.
the guy, he's
Weird.
on death row. He's not getting out.
Well,
Well,
if he escapes.
I mean, the 2 episodes I've seen, the guys aren't dead yet.
They barely kill anybody anymore.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah. Well, they said in there average time they're on death row is like 25 years.
Yeah, which mean, is it really death row, or is it just like a sentence and?
It's like, yeah.
No, they're on death row. They don't know when they're gonna die.
Yeah, I know, but like
I think he
a
was
lot
being
of
facetious.
yeah, I was
Fascishish?
being fakasha. I was being a fakasha. But that show is interesting, but I can't watch. I could watch like an episode, and then like a month later, I'll have to watch another one.
This kid is like,
Or you'll just have to wait till you're home, and when like Nick and Angela are home.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
If I get scared, I can go cuddle with my daddy.
I could see him watching it, and like a motorcycle drives by, and he gets all scared.
I would get fucking. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the Random Ramblings highlight clip of me getting chased in
Yeah.
the house by motorcycles.
Yeah, you
For
only
sure.
talk about that every other episode.
That was a scary moment in my life, and no one gives me sympathy for that. Okay,
Yeah.
I was almost murdered.
I just wish I knew more context, like why the guy was chasing you.
I don't care.
You know, to be honest, I wish I knew that too. Okay,
Right? You know what I mean?
I don't know anything.
He probably wasn't.
I'm not Jesse. I didn't make that shit up. It happened.
Yeah. Anyway,
The guy was banging on the door.
Yeah, him and his fucking wife peeping through the
Yeah.
windows and shit.
who saw him banging on the door beside you?
No one was home. I was home alone, and Macy already moved out
Mm-hmm. Or was Taylor?
at school because I got out an hour earlier. Any other questions, Your Honor?
So it happened. So that whole thing, it was less than an hour.
It was about a 20, 30-minute charade, I think.
Charade.
Yeah.
You could move on, okay? You fucking jackrabbit.
All right. Well, we're almost done with this episode. It goes. So it shows Roz.
Will's babysitter?
Yeah. Showing. God.
No one's going to understand.
Nope. Not a single person. And it wasn't even funny to begin with. So Willow's babysitter. And he's laughing like it's funny. For those who don't know, Willow is his cousin.
And she had a
Your
babysitter named
Your-
Roz.
Yeah.
Your
Roz.
niece.
And she wasn't a whore, so no, that wasn't her. You fucking retard. Anyway, she kind of like, I like how in this episode they show her, like she's all like telling people how it is.
Yeah, she's kind of like queen of the whores.
She's queen of the whore. Queen of the whores.
It's like King of the North, Queen of the Horse.
Jerome's on a roll.
Talk about a T-shirt.
You know
That'd
what
be
we
good
should
one.
do? You know what you should do? You should just make like digital T-shirts.
So we could wear them online.
Yeah, you could put it on our heads and stuff.
Shirts don't go in your head. That would be a
On our
digital
head.
hat.
Like it would just be, it would just be on our like you know how he puts our heads
Holy
on.
fuck!
Oh yeah.
I know what he means, but he's not saying it.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Holy
real good.
fuck!
I don't know what you mean.
He means like
I'm crying.
put a T-shirt and like crop our heads off and put it there so it looks like we're wearing
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
but he said just put it on our heads. Oh, holy
Yeah.
fucking shit!
It's good. That's real
We've
good.
done one fucking episode. We still have to talk about the
We're 32 minutes in.
bastard killing montage.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay, let me wipe my tears. Fucking still like Queen of the Horse. I could just see like a bunch of girls running Queen of the Horse. Oh,
Like, it's like when they, like when girls have their like bachelorette parties and it's like bride and then like Queen of the Horse.
oh my god. And then so Janice Slint stabs a baby at the end of the montage of killing all the bastards.
Yeah.
Know,
That was the scene that I completely forgot fucking happened.
do you know why they're killing all those people?
Well, because Joffrey sent him. We found that out next episode.
So Joffrey will still be the king.
No matter what, he's still heir. Or-
Yeah, which doesn't make
replicate-
any goddamn sense.
Well, yeah, because when it just goes like to the next family or whatever,
They would go to Stannis, it would go to Stannis anyways. It would never go to the bastards, but like,
like just in case, yeah, like
he's just a dick.
it just shows how kind of dumb he is too. Like to think that's gonna
And
change
what-
anything other than like what Joffrey or Tyrion says next episode. Give the people another reason to kind of like make an uprising.
Yeah. And then the last comment like kind of shows like the only bastard they didn't kill, and they're on the King's Road going north.
Godfrey?
Gendry.
Gendry.
I always want to say Gendry, but it's Gendry.
I always forget his name. I really like him and Arya together.
Yeah, they're cool together. But that's it. That was the first episode. And it felt like we just talked about it for 14 hours.
We talked about it for 34 minutes.
But it's cool to get back into it. Definitely not one of the best episodes ever.
Yeah,
But
I'd
it
say
was cool
this
to
is
get
probably
back
my
in.
least favorite of the ones of all of them that we watched. Like
Just setting
I think
it
all
back
season one was better,
Yeah.
but it was still cool like getting back into it. It was cool because like I was like, I don't know if people can tell this. We haven't filmed one of these in like 3 weeks because we did it ahead and all this other shit.
Yeah, some asshole went to Wisconsin.
So like it was cool getting back into the podcast and shit. Like watching it, knowing we're gonna talk about it and stuff.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, I just can't wait till you get to season 5. I don't even know what happens in season 5. I just want to get
Yeah, I don't
there.
either.
Like, I honestly don't know. I know what happens in the story. I just don't know when it happens
Yeah,
in the seasons.
I get
I
Sorta.
gotcha.
Sorta. So episode 2 is the Tudes.
episode 2.
Episode 2. Episode 2 is not Jesus fucking Christ. The Nightlands.
You got marshmallows in your mouth?
Episode 2.
I know you're not making fun of the way I talk.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. You know what's... So I watched this with subtitles when I took notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it opens up with Arya. And it says, urinating. And I was like...
Says you.
I didn't know she was
It says-
pissing in the beginning.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah.
And then there's this, so it's urinating in parentheses, and I was like, oh, someone's pissing, because it doesn't show her right away. It's like dark.
It doesn't say Arya urinating.
No, it just says urinating, and then it shows Arya, and I was like, ew, like I don't want to watch a little girl piss. And then a horse neighs. I think it says that, and then urination stops. And I was like, motherfucker, stop! It felt like a perv.
I had no idea.
Want to say right now, I watched this twice.
I watched it with subtitles. I saw it and I was like, what the? Why did they say that?
Yeah. I watched this twice. I watched it at the gym just because I was on the treadmill and I wanted something to watch. And I figured, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'll just watch it. The worst episode so far to watch at the gym. By far. There's fucking and fucking and fucking and sucking and wiping and fucking. And then at the end there's fucking.
And baby killing.
Yeah, which I forgot. He's like, God, they killed babies in both episodes. I'm like, no, just the first one. And he's like, no, at the end. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm if there's not one next episode, I'm gonna be disappointed.
You know, what do they do with those babies?
I was gonna ask you that. So do they grow up to be like White Walkers, and they're just like from babies? Because I know White Walkers don't normally age.
That's what I was gonna say.
So do
that
they
doesn't make any sense to me.
Or is there like little baby like, yeah, I'm gonna be a White Walker, yeah?
Well, they don't talk either.
Okay, so
Neither babies nor White Walkers talk.
they
Is that you
get
crawling?
They can't talk, so that's my little White Walker baby.
Yeah.
So what happens in like Walking Dead if a baby gets bitten by a zombie?
It becomes a zombie baby.
I've never seen that. So I've seen Walking Dead. I've never seen a baby get bit by a zombie. So
You ever seen a zombie get bit
I'm
by a
gonna
baby?
Google what
Oh,
happens
great.
with baby White
Google
Walkers.
time with Jerome.
We should start that. We should start an episode. Start a podcast, weekly podcast.
Yeah, that can be you two.
I still want to do one of the reacts videos.
Well, come over and react.
I am.
Okay.
I will. One of these days.
So it's after Arya gets done urinating, fucking so gross. She goes and talks to those guys in the cage, and one of the guys is Jagan Hagar, and I'm sure
I remember that guy.
I'm sure I butchered that shit.
She gets a coin from him or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Later on.
I was kind of
not just
hoping
then.
she got him out, but like I guess she has to warm up to it. Oh, memory full.
Sorry about
killing
that.
time.
Sorry about that, folks. The camera turned off. I found on Google
They would never know.
it says in series 4, episode Oathkeeper, we actually see Craster's last son become a White Walker.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't. Like, doesn't he just fucking sticks his hand on him or something, and like he gets blue eyes? But I don't think he.
It says something like in the books you hear stuff about what happens, but you don't really get, and in the show they never say, and that was the only instance I could come up with.
So that helped us in no way.
It helped a little bit, I think.
All right, whatever.
Just a heads up, we have about 20 minutes before we have to
Well,
wrap
then
up.
stop googling shit. Sorry. So they meet the people in the cage. One is very important. We said his name. And
Yeah, I thought more was gonna happen there, and then nothing did, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" So we just like see him here.
Yeah. Well, more happens later.
But I thought there it was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Then the King's Guard shows up and says, "Hey, we want one of your people." And the funny thing is, like, they hand him. They got like a warrant or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he
You
like,
got a warrant for your arrest. Come out.
he didn't even look. He didn't even open it up.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, fuck you."
He's like, these people belong to the Wall or Castle Rock or something.
They
Yeah,
belong
the
to that
wall.
Hulu show.
Down at Castle Rock.
That's what he said, Castle Rock.
Isn't it Castle Black?
It's Castle Black.
Castle Black, whatever. Same goddamn difference.
Well, one's a place in Game of Thrones. The other one's a Hulu show.
Yeah, but like to me, is he just being protective, or is he really trying to protect Arya there? You know what I mean?
I think it's kind of both. I think he's kind of like, well, I don't want to take shit from my men, and they might be after Arya.
Well, because they really need the men.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And
even though they're all like 12-year-old fat kids.
yeah.
I mean,
You know, everybody
what's the guy's name? Hootie?
Hot
The
Pie?
Fat kid?
no, it's
Hot Pie.
Blowfish.
Blowfish.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like him, but sometimes he's kind of an annoying little fucker.
I don't like him at all.
Like, I feel like he could
Like
be,
maybe later.
he could be kind of cool, but then sometimes I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Hot Pie. I mean, what kind of
Like
fucking name is that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Totally.
Even though I think earlier in this podcast we all said we like him when he showed up, but fuck him.
Wow, fuck Hot Pie.
I don't remember.
I don't remember
saying that.
me
I don't
either. I
remember
think
saying
Jerome's just
that.
making shit up. I don't think we talked. We're like,
We
oh,
met-
Hot Pie.
We mentioned, I think, oh yeah, I mean, like, oh, I love Hot Pie. And then Hess is like, well, what kind do you guys eat? No, I don't know. I remember us talking about him, but I can't remember.
What?
I can't remember if we said we liked Hot Pie or not.
I just remember talking about pecan pie and pumpkin pie. That's it.
All right. Oh, goodness.
Moving on.
No one's gonna say like apple pie or. Fuck you.
What's your favorite pie then?
Yeah, I don't really like pie except for pot pies. Like a
Like
chicken,
pie?
like a chicken pot pie, like a turkey pot pie, or
Mm.
you know what they have
Should we-
now? I've had a Salisbury steak pot pie.
Ooh, that.
Motherfucker,
I
that's
bet
good.
You, I bet you that would be delicious. I love
But like I had a peach pie like a week or two ago. It was more than 2 weeks ago because I was whatever.
Matters.
And it was pretty shitty. I don't like pies.
You know, one might ask, if you don't like them, why the fuck you bought one?
Well, because I haven't had one since I was in like 2nd grade, and they had it there, and they look fucking delicious.
So you're like,
I'll give people that.
I didn't like them 10 years ago. I'll try one
Well,
now.
your taste buds change every like 7 years. So
They do say
I
that.
was thinking,
No, they don't.
I was thinking maybe it's changed. And then Mom was like, "Well, I'll get you a pie. You pick one." They had apple pie and blueberry pie and peach pie and mango pie and dick pie.
Okay, we get it.
all this kind of pies. And I was like, "I'll try a peach pie."
This is the same guy that said, hey, we only got like 20 minutes.
Because I like peaches. And I got it home. I heated it up. That might have been a bad idea because warm peaches are gross. And I ate the pie.
Are you still talking?
And it was real gross.
Let's just let it. I just want to see where this goes.
I stopped listening a long
The
time
story ends where I ate the pie. And
You know what this
I
fucker texted me today?
I took one bite of the pie. We can't have 4 conversations on one podcast at the same time. I took one bite of the pie, and it was gross, and I threw it away.
No, you didn't.
The whole
That's a lie.
pie?
Well, I threw away my piece. I left the rest on the counter.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
Did you eat any?
No, fuck that.
But what were you going to say? This motherfucker texted me today. Hey, have you ever had a mango bang?
Yeah. If someone texts you ever had a mango bang? What would your response be?
A mango bang?
Yep. That's what he texted me.
I'm talking
I don't know.
about the drink, not...
There's an
fucking-
energy drink called Bang. But if you just text someone, have you ever had a mango bang?
He's asking me if that was a sex toy.
I did.
And I said, it could be.
I would have never guessed what the mango bang was.
I was like looking up in
Bangs
the
are
Kama
fucking
Sutra.
delicious.
It sounds like a Mambo number 5 dance or something.
the mango bang.
Everybody do the mango bang. It's good,
A
though.
little bit of mango in your life.
And we've officially lost our fucking minds.
You know, we were trying to get 800 subscribers.
Yeah,
We're gonna try to get. We're gonna need 799 back.
Yeah.
Not
All
gonna
right.
happen.
So Varys shows up at Tyrion's place. Tyrion walks in and he's just like sitting there talking to his whore. Okay.
I hate his whore.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I even did now back when I was
He
supposed
talked
to like
about
her.
pie too, fish pie, if I recall.
You did.
And he's like, Varys doesn't like fish pie.
Didn't she?
That's why I was bringing up pie. I was trying to give you a clean lead in.
Oh, I didn't catch on to
I
that.
don't believe that shit for a second, but go ahead.
And then Jerome went off on mango bang pie and peach pie.
Is this what? I just thought about it now, so I want to bring it up. Is this the part where they talk about throwing him in the ocean, or is that a different?
This is the part, Yapper.
Yeah, this is the part. Okay, so there's a big theory.
Yeah,
that, what's this guy's
so
name?
first-
Viserys.
Nope,
Varys?
he's dead. He's got gold on his head.
Varys.
Calm down. Sorry. So when they discuss this, I like this part too because he says, "Hey, look, I'm not Ned Stark. You can play all your," because he's talking to him, but they're not really meaning what they say.
Yeah,
And that's pretty cool. And like, I'm guaranteeing the last time you watched this, you had no idea what was going on.
Last time I watched this, I still didn't know that any of the Baratheons were related to Robb.
I rest my case.
I like
To
that.
be-
I like this scene.
To be fair, I was like, I don't know, 14.
You mean Robert?
Yeah, Robert.
Okay.
I don't know how old was how many years? This was 2012, right? This was 2012 when this came out, right?
I don't fucking know. I
How,
guess.
how many years ago was that?
6.
6.
Fucker.
So I was 6 years younger than I am now. This is not a good podcast for me.
You should just put up like a 6, and then a minus, and then a 0, and then a 6.
Oh
and see
man.
Oh, it's 6. Yeah, 6 years ago. This came out 6 years ago, so I was 6 years younger.
I regret bringing any of this up. What I'm
Right.
trying to say is I was young.
You weren't that young.
I didn't care about Game of Thrones. You were forced me to watch it.
I didn't force you in season 2.
Yeah, you did. You forced me every season.
Whatever. Not last season. Fuck ass.
Last season I wanted to watch it. I was like, yeah, Game of Thrones.
Well, then not every season. You just called yourself a liar.
I rest my case.
But it worked. It obviously worked.
Yeah, now he's doing a
He forced you.
podcast about it and explaining
Yeah.
how math works.
Yeah, and I'm
Now-
6
now
years
you-
older.
Now he's
Yeah,
like,
now you want it.
now if this came out 6 years ago,
But I was like, how old was I? I was like, how old?
are you seriously going to ask me how old you were 6 years ago? Is he going to do that, really?
What was I,
I
16?
think so.
How old are you now, Jerome?
23?
It's what's 13?
It's 17,
What?
motherfucker.
No,
17,
yeah,
I was one off.
Yeah, it is 17.
See, none of us look fucking bright. I'm
That's simple
having a
math.
brain
Sorry.
fart. I didn't want to do the air math.
Hey, before I forget, is this yours?
Oh, son of a bitch! It is. Yeah, that fell off my backpack, and I left it on your table.
Yeah, it was on my table. I was like, "What the fuck?" I go, "This must be Jerome's."
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, Tyrion threatens to throw his ass in the ocean if he keeps his shit up because he's not Ned Stark. This is then where you were going to talk.
There's a theory out there that Varys is a mermaid. And
we think this is where it
and I
came
was
from.
wondering if this is the scene. I think it's fucking stupid. But I was wondering if this is where people are like,
This
oh,
guy thinks it's fucking
because
stupid.
he's like, oh, you throw me in the ocean, you wouldn't like the results. And then I was like, oh, that's where people think he's a mermaid.
Well, that and remember he kept going back and forth through the world.
I think he's just a teleporter.
Which I don't think.
I think he's got one of those
do mermaids
stones.
swim fast? Because I don't think that's true.
I think he just has like the stone, like the space stone or whatever, like Thanos has, and he's like getting to places.
You think that?
No.
It's possible.
I just wanted to hear Hess talk about Thanos.
No.
So
Thanos?
Daenerys is still in the desert.
She gets a head in the mail.
So last episode she sent like 3 riders off. So you go north, you go west, you go south. Shit, I'm out of people.
You go to Circle K, give me a 40.
They don't have good 40s at Circle K.
Well, the horse came back.
Yeah, the horse is the only one that did what it was told.
2 questions. One, how'd the horse know where to go?
That's the first thing that went through my
It
head.
has GPS programmed into it, so you just kind of follow it.
I said, that's not a dog. I go, how'd that fucking horse know where to go?
I mean, I don't know how. I don't have a horse, so I don't know how smart they are. But that seemed odd to me. But then I like how, like, they lift his head to see who he is. Like, didn't they recognize the horse?
Like,
You'd think a little bit.
And then they like, they cut off his ponytail.
And then the one girl's like, oh my god, they burned his body. He's never going to be able to go with his ancestors. And she's like, yeah, we'll just kind of bury his head. You know,
that was actually pretty good,
lay it
Joe.
down.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, no, I could probably be in Game of Thrones.
Probably.
You should write them.
They could recast me as any of those girls.
So and then Roz, yeah, no
Al Ghul?
shit. Yeah, no, Willow's babysitter. Fucking stupid fuck. She's not quite as bossy this episode.
Yeah, she was. At first, I thought that was gonna be a sweet scene. Like I said, I forgot about a lot of this season.
Oh,
And he's in there. He's like comforting her, and
He's
then
like,
he's
yeah.
basically like, "Yo, you ain't making me money. I'm throwing you on the street, little bitch."
yeah, basically.
I realized he is like a politician who has a part-time job as like a pimp.
Yeah.
He's like a pimpetition.
Fucking.
He had that one on deck. He
I
thought
know.
about
Yeah,
that
he wrote that down.
one.
I just thought about the pimpetition right now.
Check the inside of his palm.
It's all smutty, but
He
no,
would-
no pimpetition on here, dog.
He would not know how to spell pimpetition.
P-I-M-P.
It's not a word. You can spell however you want.
No, fuck
Yeah.
you then. Okay. F-U-C-K-N-I-C-K.
Fuck off. Okay, so I like this scene too.
Wow.
Tyrion has Janos Slynt. Do you know who he is yet?
Janos Slint.
We've only talked about him like 4 times.
No, who's...
He's the one that stabbed the baby.
Oh, okay.
Who-
Baby. Oh, I did like that scene, and he's like
Yeah.
winding them up and dining them. And, oh, I like you, man. Get the fuck
Where
out of
he's
here.
like, I'm the fucking Cersei, blah, blah, blah. Those are my men.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he hires Braun.
He hires Bronn and City Watch, and then which makes sense because like he did go against the frickin', you know, and then he sends him to the wall, which is pretty funny because we see him at the wall.
We do.
Yeah,
I don't remember him at the wall, but I'll take your word for it.
we do. Trust me. Gendry finds out about Arya being a lady.
Oh yeah, I like that. And he's like, "Oh, I should call you my lady and all stuff," and pushes her over. And like, I like when he told her to pull out her cock and take a piss.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't have talked about cocks."
There's a perfect song there's a perfect little excerpt from a song you can slide in right there.
What song?
Yeah. What is it?
Dude looks like a lady. Where else?
Wow.
Perfect.
I don't
Slide
think
it in.
I don't think we talked. Was it the first episode where what's his name? Theon's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go talk to my dad," and
Oh, we didn't mention it, but yeah, he's in
yeah.
the
So then he gets there. He
and
fucks
he's-
that ugly bitch in the boat.
yeah, and he tells
Yeah,
her,
and
and
then
hey, smile with your mouth shut.
Finger banging his sister on the horse ride.
Yeah, he's
in the
grabbing her
fucking
titties
castle.
and
Yeah.
rubbing her coochie, and then
he meets his dad's a nice guy,
yeah, no,
and then he's like, "Did you? What is it? Is it? It's iron or gold? But I forget how."
oh yeah, he says,
Iron or gold?
Did you pay for your clothes with iron or gold or whatever?
Yeah, but it's the iron. I forget how it goes, but like,
Did
yeah.
you pull the iron off of a dead man, or did you buy gold or something like that?
Or buy it with gold. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there's a saying, but I fucked it up. His dad's just a dick, and
Yeah.
I don't like Theon, but he's in a weird circumstance. You know what I mean?
I get it's weird because he's in this spot right now where we're supposed to like feel bad for him, and then
But he's such a dickhead
and then
leading up to it.
yeah, he's like a dickhead that we're supposed to feel bad for, but then eventually you just never
Plus, he
feel bad
killed
for him
John
again.
Wick's puppy, so it's like
It's true, yeah.
So is like, is his sister like DTF then, or she was just like?
no, she's just fucking with him.
she was just like, oh, I'm gonna let my brother finger me. So then when I get up in front of him, I'm like, you're embarrassed now because you fingered your sister, you little pervert.
Yeah, I think-
I was just like so awkward.
I think she was just letting him make a fool out of himself.
You know, I gotta be honest. I don't think I would let my family member stick their finger in my asshole. Just embarrass them.
I don't believe that for a minute. Not 1 minute. Just saying.
Wow, what an asshole.
Then Davos recruits pirates, which I thought you would like.
Yeah, harm me, matey. I'm gonna come and
Which-
sweep the seven seas.
But he doesn't talk like that.
No,
Does that disappoint you?
a little bit. I wish they talked like real pirates.
Yeah, they don't.
Cause they'd be like, oh, harm me, matey.
It's so hard to have a conversation with this fucker.
What do you mean, young laddie?
Young laddie.
Hey, I think next time you do like a Crash Bandicoot video or
You just
whatever
talk-
that new game you're playing, you should talk like a pirate the whole time.
No, what he should do is like go buy Pirates of the Caribbean Legos and just
Oh,
play
and
it the
be-
whole time. Put a patch on and a pirate hat and then play. And then he could get all the fucking pirate shit out of his fucking system.
That's a good idea.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to go to Party City if you know what I mean.
I told you you'd let someone figure your butthole.
That's not okay. Move on. Go to the next scene, pal.
The next scene is Tyrion finding out that
We have like 5 minutes.
that Cersei or Cersei, Cersei's her sister.
Maybe choking my
She didn't.
balls
She didn't
out.
realize. He thought that she sent everyone to kill the bastard, but he found
Yeah,
out
which
it was
you kind of they
Joffrey.
kind of lead you to believe that, and then he's like, "Oh, Joffrey did it? Did he tell you? Oh, why would he tell?" Like all this stuff.
Yeah, and he says she says something about getting up and down. He's like, yeah, Jamie's been getting up and down, and then she's oh, you got jokes since day one.
Yeah, the
And
biggest
then-
joke of all was when you killed our mother coming out of her.
Yeah, which that's not that funny.
Yeah, that was an odd scene.
It was cool, but yeah, she's just a bitch.
Yeah, and then after that, is that when it goes to the dude with the White Walker? Or am I skipping stuff?
No, first Stannis fucks Melisandre on the little
Oh,
map table.
yeah. She's like, I'll give you a son. She's like, I don't want to fuck. I gotta wait, son. You got okay? Ding, and just starts plowing her.
To be fair, Stannis' wife is a fucking dumb bitch. So, I mean, she's throwing herself at him.
And then after that, Jon Snow follows a dude into the forest, and
He goes, "What are you doing with that boy?"
there's a baby, and Jon Snow sees the guy with blue eyes take it, and then he gets fucking whacked in the head.
Yeah, like whack-a-mole.
Yeah, except it's Whack-a-John
Whack
in the snow.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
and that's both episodes of season 2 Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Do
The
you
only
know?
thing we didn't talk about was when Cersei did her little trick on Littlefinger.
Oh, that's true.
Well, it's probably in there, but fuck. We probably talk
Yeah.
about apple pie.
I know. I like that scene.
I
thought
did
it was
like that
actually
too,
a
yeah.
pretty
That was
pretty
cool.
scene.
And then one
Actually.
little lady cleaned the floor, kind of saw that. She's like, "Yeah, he's a fucking pussy."
And then the only other thing is when Roz couldn't
I'll
blow
go.
that guy good enough. Yeah, and then he gives her the girl, and he's like wipes the fucking cum. Right
Oh,
off
I
her.
like that.
She
Wipe the
starts
cum off her
making
face
out.
and then goes and
She
kisses the
starts-
other guy.
Making
Yeah.
out with him. I'm like, wow, that's fucking disgusting.
Well, so I'm at the gym. I'm on the treadmill, and I don't think there was any fucking yet. And then it slowly shows some girl like riding a guy, and I was like, okay, well, whatever.
and she was loud.
Yeah, but I have headphones. It's not like I'm watching it. And no one can hear it.
I know. but-
So they're going, and then it's kind of like lingers there for a
A
minute.
little bit, yeah.
And I'm like, come on. And then it shows a guy looking through a peephole. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's this scene.
And then he's getting head from a lady.
He's getting blown
Yep.
by the girl that had the drippage. And then Littlefinger's then watching her. But so it like just slowly pans. And I'm like, could you fucking come on already? And I'm on the corner treadmill. So like everybody that walks by could see my phone.
That's happened to me a lot watching
And
Shameless.
I don't think anyone actually even saw it, but it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like that whole, I just don't want to be deemed as a perv.
You don't want to be the one guy there looking like you're watching porn at the gym.
And honestly, I think during that episode, Jerome's buddy came up and was 2 treadmills over.
He's not my buddy, but all right. So that's where we end the podcast. Thanks for watching Random Ramblings, everybody.
I wish we had more time.
We'll be back next week for episodes 3 and 4 of Game of Thrones Season 2. Don't know the names of them, but you don't care. Comment down below your thoughts on the podcast. Subscribe, please, because we need one more for 800.
Actually, don't comment on your thoughts of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Queen of the Horse!